guys, how are you guys doing? So if you are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Prince Tangod, and this is where I used to drop my segment of my YouTube channels, and I call it Trade Ideas. So guys, if you can recall, if you check my previous video, last weekend I analyzed the US dollar index, and I told you that the dollar is bearish, and you should be looking for the dollar is bullish, and you should be looking for a bearish signal on other currency pair like Euro, USD, GDP, and so on. So let's check what's happening on the dollar. Let's just analyze it. This is the weekly, just quick analysis. If you check my previous video, you will see when I analyze the dollar index, and the market is still bullish, but it reached at this minor zone, then the thing rejected. So at the time that I analyzed it last weekend, it was trading around this area. So the market was trading around this area. So this bar was there. If you check the last video, I told you that when the market retests and now start going up, that we should be looking for buys, then vice versa, other currency pairs. So let's move down to the pair that I want to analyze to you guys. The trade I took on NZD card, I will tell you guys how the trade went, and the correct trade that I'm currently in now. So let's go to my list. These are my watch list, the pair that I'm watching. So let's start with Euro USD. So guys, like I said previously on my previous video, that the US dollar is bearish. So since that the dollar index is bullish, so the reverse case is the same thing on Euro USD. So we have to move to the monthly time frame. Let me just delete all these levels. So guys, I want you to pay a very good attention to what I'm doing. This is what I call top-down analysis. So how I did my analysis, that I first go to the higher time frame, then scale lower to lower time frames. So here is the monthly time frame, and on my previous video I told you that the Euro USD has been trending for quite long. Same thing with the dollar index, and the thing broke out. Then I was waiting for a retest. So now scale down to a lower time frames. You can see weekly confirming that the market is bearish. So see, scale down to the daily time frame to refine our entry. And if you scale down to the daily time frame, you will see the market was making lower highs and lower low, lower highs and lower low, lower highs and lower low. So on this, you will see a pullback happening, because whenever the market is trending, this is a trending market, bearish trend. So whenever the market is on a bearish trend, you always wait for the pullbacks before you enter any trade. Wait for the pullback. Immediately there is a run, there's always a pullback, run, pullback, run, and a pullback. And if you want to know where the pullback is mainly going to happen, you have to use your Fibonacci retracement. So last time the market was trending, let me go to 4 hours so you guys will understand. Let me remove this bar, come to that later. So when I analyze this market, the market was around this area. It broke from this minor resistance, and I was waiting for it to retest back here before I could enter the trade. But the retest was more. The market was retesting so heavily. The bullish, this a minor bullish trend was so heavy. So I was wondering what was happening. You know, see, anything that the market does, the market is always right. So that is the technical and backup behind what the market was doing. So I have to go back and reanalyze, check what is happening. Just check my left side, check what is happening, and I saw this level here, and I knew that the market was coming back to retest this level, and I now bring out my Fibonacci 2. I brought out my Fibonacci 2 and I drew the previous lower high and the recent lower low. And as you guys can see, it retraces back to the 61 point and 50 point Fibonacci retracement. So it was in between the zone and the thing was perfect. So if you can see, this was the retracement. It retraces back to this zone. This is 50% fib level. So that's what make me to know that the market is coming down again. So after the market has retraced, so I wasn't able to see this trade. I didn't enter this trade because I was already on a trend. So I don't want to expose much of my capital because I already on a trade. But if you want to catch this trade also, maybe on Monday, you will refine it more with your own entries. Let's see what's happening here. Let's remove this in. So the market has retraced 50% of fib retracement. So what I want you guys to do if you want to enter this trade, there's a level that the market is struggling to break, like this level that is here. So you might need to scale down to a lower time frame like 1 hour to refine this trade. So there is this level that is here. The market has been trending on this level for quite a long time. We have been testing and rejecting it. So you have to wait for the market to break the test bar. Then you will now take this trade. Then your first profit target should be here. Make sure say you take maybe a small portion of your profit around this area, and you have to be mindful around this side. You know, the market will always react to this zone. Let me mark it out for you guys. Watch out for these levels. Just watch out for this level. Maybe when the market is approaching here, just move your stop loss to break even. So wait for the market to break, or if you see a 4 hour maybe 4 hour candle close bearish on Monday, you enter, or you wait for you, or you scale down to a lower time frame, maybe 15 minutes or 1 hour to wait to just check a break and retest, and just look for a chart pattern on a lower time frame around this zone. Look for a chart pattern before you enter this market. So guys, this is it on Euro USD. So let's go to NZD chef. So I'm currently in this trade. Now this trade have given me a lot of headache. This is my trade I'm currently on last week. No, this week. Yeah, sorry, this week. So when this video will be dropping, maybe Saturday or Sunday. So this is a trade I am trading. I am currently in within the week. So how I was able to spot this, let me just delete all these things so you guys will understand how I was able to spot this trade. Just a minute. So guys, how I analyze my chart is that I first go to a higher time frame to check what's happening. I love to use a higher time frame as a guide. It's always guide me on where the market is moving. So guys, when I was in a higher time frame like monthly, I realized that the market was bearish. There is a bearish move to the downside. So I realized that I have an opportunity to trade market down to this. This is the previous lower low. So I marked the level out, and I saw that the market has broke this monthly support level, and the support has turned to resistance because it retest. Let me show you how the thing retest on the weekly time frame. So guys, this is a weekly time frame. The market broke out and retests back as now start dropping. And what I always tell you guys, that whenever the market is dropping, it always make a lower low. That's in a bearish scenario, you always see these lower lows and lower high. So this is a lower high, or you can call this equal high. This is an equal high, and also this is a chart pattern double top. And double top, just anytime you see a double top in a bearish in a bearish move, know that the market is going to hold. And this is a weekly time frame, and this is the double top on a weekly time frame, and the market broke the neckline and retest this back. So this market is really truly bearish. So I now have to scale down to weekly, then scale down to, I realized that it was forming something like this. So I saw something like this happening. So guys, as you can see, this market is forming something around this. So I know that the next level is going to be here. So let's remove this. And oh, okay. So guys, I now scale down to my daily time frame, and this is the place I refine my entries more. I scale down to a daily time frame, and I realized that there was a level here. I first mark out this level, and I'm waiting for the market to trace back to that level. I was watching it and it was pulling back. At first I saw it here and I wanted to enter, but I now realized something, that the market was making lower low, lower high. So I have to use my Fibonacci retracement tools for more confirmation. So this is the previous low. Sorry, this is the previous lower high. So I now bring out my tool, mark the previous lower high, and drag it down. So guys, if you don't know how to do this, maybe I will do a video on how to map out how to draw this Fibonacci retracement. Maybe within the week I will do a video on that. And as you guys can see, there is a level here where I started to draw this, and so there is a level here where the market tested. So as you guys can see, market broke out from here, it retraces back and now bleed down. So there is one level here, there's another level here, and market was testing. See guys, I want you to understand something. Whenever a market is trying to pull back, it does not just give a shallow pullback and just test that. It will mostly like to play around that level and take out some entries and take out some all these early sellers and other people that have entered the market so early. So there will always be a stop loss run. All these, some people call it liquidity grab. So there's going to be a lot of heat happening around here. So this trade is still, ripe, is still early to enter. If you want to enter it, let me just remove these things so you can understand. So this was the level that the market tests back to and give me a double top. And guys, anytime you see a chart pattern forming on a higher time frame, maybe from monthly, weekly, and daily, sure believe that is going to hold. So I now bring up my counter trend line. So I'm just showing you guys how I entered the market. I draw my counter trend line here, and I scale down to 4 hours. So from here, this is where I was monitoring the market. I was waiting for a 4-hour candle close before I could enter the market. I was waiting patiently for it. So I entered my market around this area. This is where I entered it, around inside here, because I saw that the market was now forming after this double top, now forming lower high. So I now scaled down, but I entered this market a little bit like because I don't want to miss out on the trade. So I was busy at work, so I have to enter around this area because I know that the thing is going to drop and it's going to come back here again. But I didn't know that the retracement is going to do another retracement. So I enter early with this retracement, even though that it broke my counter trend line here. So I was not able to enter it. So I was seeing this retracement as okay, this is the time that I need to enter. So I waited and I enter around this area. So I didn't know that the market is going to do another retracement, so creating another double bottom, I mean double top around this area. So when I scaled down to 1 hour to see what's happening more, and I realized that the market came back to test this level again. I'm already in the trade, and it nearly hit my stop loss. So let's go back to 4 hours. Let me show you where I entered the trade. I entered the trade around this area. My stop loss was somewhere, yeah, it was not that far. Stop loss was somewhere, so, and the trade was just dropping. I was just happy that the trade is dropping, and my fixed take profit target was here. So this was my first take profit target. I was waiting for the market to hit here so I can take 50% of my profit out here before I move my stop loss to break even. But the last time I checked the market, it was trading around this area. This was where it was traded. So I moved out from my chart. I just went to do other things. Now, to my surprise, I came back, guys, and I don't know what happened on this was on Friday, and the market just retraced with full fat. I don't know whether it's a news or something like that, but I checked the news. There was no news on NZD or chef. So but there was a news, but not that high impact news on USD pair. So the market have to move drastically. You can see this big bullish engulfing candle. So I was curious to know what happened. So I have to reanalyze the market again, and I bring back my Ep2 again. And this was a previous lower higher, and I drew it to the current lower low, and I realized that it was still trending around that Fib level. So I have to leave the trade. The time I saw it, it was already in loss. So, and I haven't taken any profit yet, and I haven't moved my stop loss to break even. So I allowed the trade to run, and I'm currently in this trade right now as we can speak. So if you guys want to jump into this trade, the trade is matured, is ripe enough to enter. You can wait on Monday. You will just have to wait for a chart pattern to happen here, scale down to a lower time frame, and refine it with your own entry strategy. So first level target is here. After this level target, all these things are still minor zone that you have to look at for, but I'm going to hold it to here before I make any other decision. So let me remove this. So guys, let me give you guys another trade. That okay, this one is on AUD chef. So like I said, guys, if you go to a higher time frame, let me just remove all these things so you guys can see what's happening. So if you scale up to a higher time frame, you see that the market is already in a bearish trend. This is a bearish trend. This is a very big engulfing candle the market broke out from. Bearish engulfing candle. Then I now scale to weekly time frame. There was a break and there was a retest in a weekly time frame. So I didn't get to enter here, and there's another break again. Now this market is now fully retesting this zone for the second time, and I scale to a daily time frame to check what's happening, and I was spotting a chart pattern. This is a double top. So if you want to enter this market, you have to wait for this for the market to break this neckline, retest on this level to do something like this. Maybe from here the market will break, retest, then drop. So we'll have to wait for the market to do something like this. So this a trade call, a signal call on AUD chef. AUD chef is bearish. You have to wait for it to clear this minor zone that is here, daily zone that is here. So when the market clear it, will now be looking for a bearish signal to enter. So wait for the market to clear here, retest back, then drop. So let's go over to card chef. Okay, this card chef, I wanted to enter this share, but I couldn't see my enter. I was waiting for a retest. I even set an alarm so that if the market come to this level, so my phone will notify me so that I don't want to miss any trade. But some no reason, I don't know why the market didn't come to this level again. So I spotted this head and shoulder on a daily time frame. First, I first went to a higher time frame to analyze my trade, and I realized that the market is also a bearish trend, in a bearish trend. So how to spot whether the market is trending or not is that if it is a bullish, so let me show you guys something. So if the market is bullish, you will mostly see something like this. The market will be doing something like this. This is a higher high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So this is a scenario of a bearish trend. This is a scenario of a bearish trend. So when the market is making this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, so you have to be looking for a pullback, always for a 50% retracement pullback. Before you enter the market, you will only be looking for buyer at these levels. So when the market pull back, you will only be looking for buys at these particular levels. You see, this is when you will be looking for buys. This is where you'll be looking for buy. And if you use a Fibonacci tool, the Fibonacci tool will help you to know that the market, sorry, this is not a Fibonacci tool. The Fibonacci tool will help you to know when the pullback is going to end. Like as you can see, this is a pullback, and it was testing on this 50% and 60% or 10%. So if you analyze the market like this and use a technical analysis with your all these indicators like fib level in combination with price action and everything, so you have to have a very good trade. So same thing in a bearish market. Let me just remove all these things. So guys, same thing on a bearish market. The market will be making lower low and lower highs. So in a bearish market, you will see market doing something like this, to go up, come down, lower low, lower high, to do something like this. And if you want to enter this market, you have to wait for it. You have to wait for the retracement here before you enter bearish. So this is how it works on these levels. This is where you need to be looking for a bearish signal, a sell signal from there. So guys, back to what I'm saying. This is GDP shelf. So I scaled down to a lower time frame, like weekly time frame. And also I know that the market is ranging. Yeah, so I didn't put all my hope in this market because it was ranging on a weekly time frame. But I know that I can also spot a trade on lower time frame, like 4 hours or 1 hour. So I scaled down to a daily time frame, and I saw that the market has tested this zone and is now closed with a very big engulfing candle, daily bearish engulfing candle. So I was waiting for the market to retrace back. So I scaled down to a lower time frame to refine my entry more. So I now find out that a chart pattern formed on that zone. You guys know this chart pattern. Now this is head and shoulder, this is left shoulder, this is head, this is right shoulder. So a chart pattern formed around here. So I was waiting for the market to test back to this level so I can be able to enter the trade. So I put a zone here, put my alarm so that the market will notify me whenever the market is my trade will notify me whenever the market is coming back to this level. But for some no reason, the market did not actually retrace fully to this level. So I'm still watching it. I'm still checking if there is going to be a trade opportunity for me to enter it. So if I could able to find any opportunity, maybe a retrace back to here again, or I'm going to scale down to maybe 1 hour or 15 minutes to refine my interest more. So this will be the first level target, followed by this one. This is going to be the final level target. Remember, the market is ranging, so you don't hold it for long. It might just retrace and bounce back So this is the first one, this is the second one. So guys, let's now go back to the trade that I took on NZD card, how the trade went. This NZD card really gave me a tough time, really give me a very tough time. This my recording is going to be lost, so I'm going to just break what happened here very quickly. So guys, if you can check my previous videos, you'll see how I analyze this NZD card. The market is a bearish trend, and the market was testing this daily resistance zone, and I scaled down to 4 hours, and I bring out my counter trend line. I do it from here to here. So this is where my counter trend line is, and this is where I entered the trade. So this trade hit me as for a break even. I entered the trade around this area, and I was waiting for the market to reach out before I could take my profit. So my stop loss was a little big at the top here. So at the initial time, the market was just trending nicely. You know, when the market reached around this area and start giving me double bottom, so that something is wrong. So I have to move my stop loss to break even to safeguard my capital first. And the market came here and hit me out. But I'm still monitoring this trade. If I see a very good retracement, maybe back to this zone again, or I see a break of counter trend line, I might be looking for a sell opportunity to this market again. I'm looking for a sell opportunity again. So I'm watching it carefully. So guys, if you really enjoy my video, and if you know that I have share more light on how to enter a market, how to analyze it, please I want you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and also comment on my also give me a comment and tell me another pair you want me to analyze. So guys, thank you.